You said there's some panic out there about this upcoming EAS test.
Who's panicking?
Yeah,
who's scared?
Said this is from Julia Page. She says, "Please read and talk about on the show, Bubba. Conspiracy theorists are saying on October the 4th, when FEMA and the FCC does a test on all the cell phones, that it's going to emit a signal that will cause those who took the jab to go crazy."
Oh my
Of
God.
course, I say that this is a bogus conspiracy theory, and it stems from people's mistrust of the government, but conspiracy theorists are adding fuel to the fire. And as I said, this comes from Julie Page. Julie, I feel fairly confident that on October the 4th, we're not going to turn the country into zombies with an EAS test.
Rick, I'm going to wish you happy birthday on the 3rd, your birthday. And then I got the jab, so I guess I'll be going insane the next day.
Well, yeah. Greg, I think you'll be one of those people, if they even do it, we won't know the difference.
Now,
What's the big deal?
You
change Greg in it.
You do need to be aware that this test is going to happen, because sometime during that day they're going to literally test the system from the White House, and it's going to transmit and interrupt every TV signal, every radio signal, every cell phone. All of them's going to go off at one time, and it would be a test like if the White House had to let us know we're under attack. Now, this doesn't mean that we're under attack. They're anticipating one, but they test it like every year. Or every couple of years, and it's time to test it again, and that's a good thing. They do need to test it.
But, this is another example of the times we're living in. The things that we know, it's not enough to concern us.
Right.
We have to go to a place that really we shouldn't be concerned and spend time there while ignoring some things that we legitimately should be concerned about.
Right.
And even involving, the pandemic and, some of the underhanded stuff that went on, some of the misinformation, some of the power plays, some of the lies and deceptions, and those are legitimate things to look into and be concerned about. But I'm going to go with Bubba here. I'm going to say that I don't think anybody should spend any time being concerned that on October 4th that we're going to flip a switch and everybody who took the vaccine will turn into zombies. That I wouldn't be concerned about.
Yeah, I think we're safe from that.
Confident
but
there.
Look, it may scare you when it goes off. It did before. We had a lot of people panic because they obviously didn't know that a test was coming. And, these EAS, it replaced the old EBS system that can be activated locally by a broadcast outlet or statewide or even nationally. And when we tested it a few years ago, I think it was the first time we'd ever tried the national test. So it's good to test that and be sure, they'll find problems and things that didn't work and need to be fixed. But that's a good system to have in case of an emergency.
You also have to look at what gain would the government have. Right now, the government, there's a lot of us that cannot believe that our southern border is standing wide open, but there's not a thing we can do to make them shut it.
Yeah, if you want to talk,
you don't have to turn me into a zombie.
Walking in,
Here I am saying I wish our southern border was closed, and a lot of people agree with me, and the government just looks at me and says, "That's too bad." So I don't have to be turned into a zombie to not get my border the way I want it, right? The government has quite a bit of power. I don't know what they gain by turning a lot of us into zombies.
They really need us to hang around and pay tax because they're way behind.
Right. Yeah. So I wouldn't be concerned about that. Now, the fact they want to give you a flu shot and a new COVID shot at the same time, you might just want from your health standpoint, kind of be leery of that. But
it's good to ask questions. Yeah. I don't mind that.
No, probably don't want to take booster number 11. And you probably don't want to do that. But
we've got vaccine 2.0 coming, Rick. Don't forget that.
Sure, we do. Well, they're claiming that they've updated it now, and then still keep claiming something's coming. I'm confused on that. If it's already been a new one, if it's already been updated, then what else are we waiting on? Because I just heard a commercial running on one of our stations. That it's been updated and you're good. Go get it and the flu shot at the same time.
Yeah, that's what.
Is that 2.0?
Travis Kelce's telling us.
Yeah, I think that's
commercial
2.0.
We also have, I believe, President Obama in his video encouraging people to go get the shot.
Well, go right ahead. Knock yourself out, Big O.
Standing there with Fauci.
Hey, y'all knock yourself out. Go, Big O.
What I researched is that looks new. It could be old, but it looks new to me the way it hit yesterday.
Well, I'll say this about Obama. If he tells me that the sea levels are going to overwhelm us while buying his house and building again on the very place it's supposed to be underwater, I don't really trust what he's telling me that he really believes.
Yeah, I think he kind of lost credibility on that one.
Lost a lot of credibility there.
I think his focus was this latest vaccine is designed for kids.
Yeah, great. Yeah,
you mean the one group that was the least affected by COVID?
Right.
Yeah.
That's smart, isn't it?
Yeah.
It seems strange that that's the group we want to vaccinate.
Yeah. Some of this just I mean, use your minds, guys, before they fill it full of spike protein.
Sure.
Before your body's riddled with tiny blood clots.
You talk about funny things, and I assume she's okay, but you saw the clip of the lady who was the comedian talking about getting all the vaccines and the boosters and the shingle shot and how she wanted to go and do this and go to Mexico and do that. And as she walked